Health Time 5, page 27, moral dilemma. An emergency worker is called to the scene of an accident. When he arrives, he sees that the car belongs to his wife. Imagine that. You've been called to an accident and it belongs to your wife or husband or son or daughter, brother. Fearing the worst, he rushes over and discovers she is trapped in her car with a neighbour's child next to her. So he goes over to the car and his wife is trapped there. And next to her is a small child. Not his child, but a neighbour's child. The wife's condition is obviously so bad that even if she gets attention, there is a high chance she will die. Okay, she's in pretty poor shape. Even whatever they do, there's a chance she's going to die. The child next to her is bleeding heavily from a wound to the neck, a wound here somewhere. And the flow of blood must be stopped immediately. So we've got the wife who is very, very seriously injured, and we've got the child who is bleeding heavily from the neck, and the blood has to be stopped immediately. That's the situation. Now, stopping the blood will take about 5 minutes. This will only take about 5 minutes to stop the blood. But it will mean, those 5 minutes will mean that the woman will die. It's as close as that. Now, if the man tends to his wife, however, the child will bleed to death, despite the fact that it could have been avoided. So you have the wife who is very, very seriously ill and is probably going to die. You have the child who is bleeding heavily and can be saved. Who would you choose to work on if you were that emergency worker? Would you work on your wife or would you work on the child? Are some lives more important than others? Is the life of a child more important than the life of a grown-up? Is the life of a beggar on the streets as important as the life of a shopkeeper? Are some lives more important than others? Or is every life just as important as every other life? How do you choose? Or do you simply say that you have to help those who are most badly injured first? So you don't actually choose which life is more important, you choose which one is more injured, which one must I help first. So, there are a few questions for you to think about when it comes to saving lives and making choices that will decide who lives and who dies. That's all for today.